What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to Garage Denali. Today's video is going to be an exciting one. We're adding some M Performance style parts to my 2014 435i. So as you guys know, I like my car to be OEM plus looking. I like the OEM plus look, so we're going to go ahead and add this front lip here. As you can see, this is a matte black texture. And no paint, it's not gloss, it's not body colored or anything like that. And I kind of like that because if I go around here to the back, I think that this will complement the rear diffuser pretty well. As you can see, I have a matte black M Performance rear diffuser here, which I swapped out pretty shortly right after I got the car. And I think that a matte black one will look really nice to complement that. And also just in case if I ever hit anything and I have to go ahead and swap this out, at least it's a hell of a lot cheaper than carbon fiber, which I will admit looks very nice, but for a daily driver sometimes you gotta factor in some of those things as well. So for a daily driver, I think that this will look nice. And on top of that, we even have a carbon fiber rear spoiler, which is basically an M Performance style spoiler as well. So this one I'm not really too concerned about it getting scratched or dinged up or anything like that, so that's why I went ahead and got a carbon fiber one. It's an M Performance style, so it's not the M3 or the M4 style spoiler. A little less aggressive than that, only because I think it works with the theme of the car, because the car is not as aggressive as an M3 or an M4. So I'm going to show you guys how to install this, so let's go ahead and get started.
To mount the spoiler, the first step that you'll need to do is to go ahead and prep the surface. I used a quick detailer to clean the surface of all the dust and debris, followed by some rubbing alcohol to make sure that the surface is as clean as possible. I went ahead and I also cleaned the bottom of the spoiler with rubbing alcohol as well. The next step is to go ahead and mark the center point of the spoiler. This will allow you to ensure that when you install the spoiler, it's perfectly center with the car. I also used the BMW roundel in order to figure out where the exact center of the trunk is, so this way I can ensure as perfect a fitment as I can get. With a piece of electrical tape on the spoiler and on the trunk, go ahead and line up the spoiler with the trunk. Pay attention to both ends of the spoiler where it goes to the edge of the trunk, as well as its position relative to how far back on the trunk deck it is. Before placing down your spoiler, go ahead and start to peel off some of the red plastic from your double-sided tape. Once you are positive that you have found the exact spot for where your spoiler will go ahead and place it on the trunk lid and then peel off the red plastic.
One thing that I want to mention about the spoiler is that since you're effectively adding weight to the trunk lid, when you go to open it, it might not open at the same speed or all the way as it did before. Luckily, as per official BMW documentation, there's a way to fix this so that the trunk will open the way it should after the spoiler has been installed. On the left and the right side of the trunk, behind the carpeting near each taillight, there's a spring. If you look here at the diagram, one end of the spring is near the taillight. Go ahead and remove the end of the spring from position 1 and insert it into position 3. After you do that, go ahead and open and close the trunk and verify that it can open on its own without any hesitation.
In order to prep the front lip for installation, I went ahead and removed the existing double-sided tape that was already on the back of the lip. I wasn't confident that this double-sided tape would hold too well, not to mention that it felt kind of brittle and I was concerned that it just wouldn't do a good job. So I went ahead and removed all of it and I installed my own double-sided tape by 3M. I'll leave a link to this tape in the description. After I removed the double-sided tape, I went ahead and applied new double-sided tape to the inside part of the front lip where it's going to mount to the bumper. I cut pieces according to length, and essentially I apply double-sided tape on the areas right in front of where the fog lights would go. So basically on the left and right side of the front bumper. Afterwards, go ahead and grab your rubbing alcohol and clean the front part of the bumper where your front lip will be mounted to. This will ensure as clean of a surface as possible so that bonding can be maximized. The next thing that you want to do is go ahead and grab some black electrical tape and tape off the areas on both sides of the front bumper as seen. When we install the front lip, there's going to be a small gap here between the grille and the actual lip, revealing the color below. If you have a light colored car, you're going to see this color and it's not going to look that nice. Afterwards, do a dry test fit of the front lip to ensure fitment is exactly how you want it. And once you're happy with the way it looks, go ahead and start to peel off the bread plastic from the double-sided tape. After you do that, go underneath the car and secure the front lip to the bumper with the provided hardware. A jack or a lift will be handy for this step. Once you're all said and done, go ahead and take a step back and admire your work. The best parts about these mods are that they are OEM, they complement the car very nicely, and they really add a nice subtle improvement to the overall look of the car without being over the top.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video that shows you how I installed my M Performance front lip, as well as the M Performance carbon fiber rear spoiler. I think that this really helps complete the look of the car because it's a OEM plus type of modifications, nothing too extravagant, nothing too over the top. And these technically were factory options at one point, the way you could have spec'd out your car when you were buying it brand new. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna have a bunch more mods coming later down the road and over time, so be sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and check me out on Instagram at Garage Denali. Thank you very much. Take care.